So, hello, Chicago District. As you know, I'm Brigadier General Margaret Burcham. I'm the Commander of the Great Lakes and Ohio River Division for USACE, located here in Cincinnati. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to join you for your town hall later this week, so I'm trying to reach out to you in another media so we can connect, and then hopefully I'll be able to visit up there soon. But as you know, Chicago District was my very first visit. I was up there about a week after I took command because your district is just so important, and I needed to have a good feel for what was going on there, and it seemed like a good place to start to get to know my division. I had a wonderful visit. I met a lot of you, got a briefing from the staff there in the headquarters, and actually learned that a lot of people there really love their job. And I'll tell you, that's one of the reasons why I love USACE, is because every day I get to interact with wonderful people, almost all civilians, who tell me how much they just love their job. And it's fun and it's contagious to be around those kind of positive attitudes. I also got to visit your area offices, and I saw many of the projects, including McCook, the Little Cal Flood River Flood Risk Management Project. Met with Glimmer's team, got lots of briefings on that important effort, regional effort as a matter of fact. I also got out to, of course, see the electrical barrier, so I can talk about that when it comes up so often in my travels. And also the Indiana Harbor Project, which is such a great boon to be able to move forward and do such good things, cleaning up such really bad areas of our ecological problems. And I saw that LRC is a wonderful organization of hardworking people that are very impressive with the capabilities there and are doing great things. And of course, I know y'all are going to keep doing those good things in the year to come. I want to point out that your new commander there is very energetic, hardworking, and is putting a lot of effort into working with the other senior leaders there at the district to develop good strategic level plans to lead the district into the future. And in fact, came up with a very good, strong O plan. And the efforts that you guys make to support that O plan are in direct support of the LRD's I plan, as well as USACE's strategic campaign plan. And altogether, we're taking our Corps of Engineers from good to great. What I want to point out to you is, since I've been in my job, it's become apparent to me that while the O plans, I plans that we've all made are a wonderful base, we fleshed out what really needs to be looked at and sort of captured all the issues, it's really a little bit much to try to tackle at one time. So one of the things I'm trying to lead the team in doing here since over the last several months is to try to pare that down to a manageable bites of actions that we can really hope to accomplish over the immediate future. And then once we can tackle those, then maybe we'll look at taking a few more bites. So I'm trying to simplify that plan down to those things that we really want to tackle right now. I've got some other goals. One of them is to continue the positive trend we've got in regionalization. My first exposure to regionalization as part of Europe District, when around '05, when that trend first, or that concept first came out, was not so positive. Frankly, of course, I understand districts are pretty much self-contained. You want to be able to do it all yourself, and in the old days we could do that. But things have changed, as we know. The reality of course, the budget constraints, even several years ago, not to speak of the more pressing budget constraints lately, have driven us to be able to do our business more efficiently and smarter. And a lot of that makes us move towards regionalization. And along the way, as we've come up with some good creative ideas on regionalization, we've actually seen that in a lot of cases, those were good ideas anyway. And I'm seeing in this division just a multitude of different teams that are really making some important progress in doing our business better through regionalization and sharing work, sharing expertise, and doing away with unnecessary duplication of effort. So it's been very positive. I want to take that ball and advance it further down the field in a number of ways. I've also tried to really strengthen our regional governance structure. It's my goal to make no important strategic decisions unilaterally as the commander here. To me, it's very important to get inputs from all players that are involved in the process. And what this is going to allow you as district employees to do is contribute to that effort as well through your chain of command and the efforts that you do in your district. Then your regional management board representatives will carry those forward. They will, those ideas, they will work through the decision process and come up with decision-ready issues that they will bring to the regional command council, consisting of your district commander and your DPM, and myself and the SESs from the division level. And we are going to together hash through those decisions. Everybody will get a say in the ultimate outcome, and together we'll come to that decision process. And I think it'll be a better informed decision and better accepted because everyone has really heard all the issues. So we're working on exactly what those strategic decisions will be over the next year. We've kind of come to our first set of those, and we're advancing those to work through that governance system. So I think it'll make a good product in the end. I also want to ensure transparency of everything that we do here in the division, throughout the division. I think it's very important. We are a public organization. We're operating with taxpayer money, and everything we do should be open and hold up to scrutiny by ourselves internally, by our stakeholders that depend on what we do, and of course by the public that is the ultimate beneficiaries of what we do. So I always want to make sure that we've got a good customer orientation and that we're listening to our customers, because that's exactly why we're here, to provide a service. And we want to make sure that the service we provide is what those customers need. Third goal I have is to maintain what I consider to be a very sophisticated team of expertise and experience that we have in the workforce that is LRD. And certainly, as the budget continues to be constrained over the next many years, I think it's going to be quite a while, that's going to be a challenge. Our workforce our workload may be impacted. We've seen that a little bit so far. It could continue for a while. So we have to watch very carefully to balance that workload to our workforce and maintain the goodness of what we've got and capitalize on those good, strong employees that we have. So I'm going to be watching that personally very closely. I also want to continue the strong support that we throughout the Great Lakes and Ohio River Division have given to the deployed mission. Iraq is done. You may know that there's still a few USACE people over there finishing up projects, believe it or not. And also, of course, Afghanistan, while the troop mission is beginning to start drawing down, it's still going to be a couple years yet. And in fact, the USACE mission is not drawing down. They're right heavy into the high point of execution of construction projects, and they're going to continue to need really good quality people over there. I always encourage any of our employees to consider gaining a wonderful deployed experience. I've done it personally. It was the best year of my almost 30-year career here. And I highly encourage you that if you have the inclination to do so before there's not much time left to do it, that you seek deployment possibilities through your chain of command. And finally, the fifth goal I want to mention to you is the budget. I am personally very engaged in the budget development process for this next time, which will be fiscal year 14. And I will tell you that we are going to work hard to comply with the guidance that's given from our higher headquarters at USACE on how to do that budget development, but working within that guidance, try to do things as smartly as we can across the entire division, balancing the many, many different competing interests that we have. But I think we're going to see some good product out of this development process. And one of the things we want to do is push the asset management system that our division has spearheaded. I want to keep watching it continue through the rest of USACE and at headquarters, so I'm personally trying to push that, and ultimately hopefully result in a rebaselining of the historic O&M budget, so that we can ensure that the money is getting to where the greatest needs are. You may know, I think you know, that our Chief of Engineers retired last May. We've had a wonderful example of Major General Temple serving as the acting chief and still doing his old job as the deputy, and it's been a huge effort on his part to do that with shorthanded. He's done a wonderful job, but we need to get our new chief on board, and in fact General Bostic just had his hearings this week. I'm sorry, the end of last week. It seems like it's still this week. And those went pretty well. It's working its way through the normal process. There may be some fits and starts, but hopefully he's going to be installed as the new chief by summer. And of course then, we'll look for what kind of new leadership and sort of strategic direction he wants to put us on. So that'll be interesting. The president's budget's going to continue, or the budget is going to continue to be tight. The president's budget that was released today, though, did have some very positive points for us, especially in the area of navigation. So that's something to look forward to. But as I mentioned earlier, I think the next decade is going to remain tough for the economy of our whole country. And our troop levels are going to be brought down dramatically. That's already been announced. While that doesn't directly impact our mission, I will tell you that I think we will see some cuts as well. And so throughout that, as I said, I want to be ahead of the process, not being caught off guard so that we have to react too quickly and make bad decisions. I want to be making smart decisions, and again, especially to protect the expertise of our workforce. As I close, I just want to ask you to just continue to always please live by the Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Those are as good of a set of values that you should pin your behavior to as any others that I can think of, and especially with special emphasis on always approaching your work with strong integrity and having great respect for all those that you deal with, your coworkers, your customers, anybody else that you might encounter in the course of your work. And I would say not just treat them as well as you'd want to be treated, but with the utmost respect. And finally, in terms of values, I just ask each of you to approach what you do in your work and in your life in a very positive manner. Positive outlook is so important. It will literally make your work product better, it will make you happier, and it'll make those around you have a better experience at their work and a stronger organization. So I ask you to give that some thought. I hope you'll keep abreast of the happenings of our division, even beyond the Chicago district. Understand where you fit into the bigger picture. Check out Facebook and Twitter and our new SharePoint that's under development, as well as our quarterly LRD publication to know what's happening out there, and realize just what a wonderful organization that you're a part of. And you can be very proud of what you do, proud of Chicago District, and proud of being part of the Corps of Engineers. I greatly look forward to my next visit up to Chicago, and until then, be safe and do good work. Thank you.